Alright guys, just before we get started in this week's episode, I want to say a massive thank you and a big shout out to everyone who came down to the Brisbane 4-wheel drive show on the weekend. It was an epic weekend. Now what we're going to do, we're going to clear out all the stock that we had left over from the show. Super cheap. It's the biggest sale we've ever had. 50% off every bit of clothing. So if you want to grab something, stop up with what's left, click the link down below, go check it out. Thanks guys.
Alrighty, so today is one of those very rare occasions where I get to get out of the shed for a bit. We're actually going 4-wheel driving. Believe it or not, Sam Miles takes his car 4-wheel driving. It's a pretty epic weekend too, so Hardkorr have put on a weekend of wheeling. So there's a whole lot of challenges. There's the 4-wheel drive hill, there's drags, beer o'clock hill, there's a band, there's all sorts of stuff. So because there's a lot of wheeling, I've taken the canopy off, gone for a super simple setup. Just got some max tracks, my chair, the swag, a recovery kit, and a little box with some stuff in it. We do have to pull into Chaos Gear on the way. They've just released a brand new range of their canvas bags, so I'm going to be using that to store some of my stuff. Let's hit the road and head out to the 4x4 Springs Park. That's where we're going. Alrighty, the timing couldn't be any more perfect. We've just jumped into Chaos here because they've just released their canvas range, which I needed for this trip. So I've got a bag. They're waterproof, which is handy. All my bedding in that one. They've even got the clear top ones, so you keep stuff in. They fit perfect in their boxes. And this is what I've been needing because somehow lost all my crap on the Cape trip. A whole lot of cutlery, and this one looks like it could even hang on a fridge door, which would be handy as well. So all the cutlery in a place that doesn't get lost, because all my shit gets lost all the time. Waterproof as well, so we're ready to go. I do have a discount code for these two. Use code BNB. They literally just launched on their website, so there's heaps of different ones. One's for toiletries, toilet paper even, you got your cooking, your big iron pot ones, everything. So check out the range, I'll put a link below, go have a look. Let's go. I'll tell you what's not looking good though, there is a massive rain cloud above us. We're still a couple of hours away though, so hopefully it disappears, but could be a fun wet weekend. Who knows?
Getting kitted up for a big day wheeling.
Putting motocross boots on, you know. Safety first. We are here. This is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I rocked up, there's bloody bands, there's food trucks, there's a flex ramp. The hills are right there, so we've done a little bit of a camp setup. I think today at 4:30 o'clock, which is about beer o'clock. Beer o'clock hill is going to open. That's one of the major challenges here. Let's just get straight into the action this afternoon. I'm pretty excited. Just gonna leave my chocolate alone. All right, so I was just setting up and Dylan's come past and there's so many tracks here, but this particular hill was just named Hardkorr Hill, which is a fitting name because it's hardcore, but it's also hardcore. I'm gonna go have a squeeze, we might do it later. What's harder, Hardkorr Hill or Beer O'Clock Hill?
Oh mate, you gotta give Beer O'Clock some credit.
It's pretty steep, Beer O'Clock Hill.
It's ridiculous.
I ain't walking that.
No.
So it looks all right here, but then I can see the top just like straight up.
It is just mental.
All right, maybe later, maybe tomorrow, but first things first, I gotta put the tires down. And then we'll start hitting some track.
Beautiful. Let's get into it.
It's warm here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, big boy. What'd you do? Wait, nothing. Motocross boots on. Here's the man behind everything. Did you set much of this up? I know you're the ideas man.
Listen, I'm the ideas man. I like when
he's got a great name. His name's Sammy.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just chatting to Dylan. He's like, yo, come over. The flex ramp's up. So I thought,
100%. So we're gonna see whether this thing flexes as well as much power as that.
Nah, it does not flex.
We're gonna see it.
is not designed for that. I'm all about lifting wheels and lockers.
For sure, mate.
I'm more excited about Beer O'Clock Hill. That looks sick.
Yeah, have you done it before?
No,
You
I've
haven't?
never been here.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
first time.
I'm actually frothing. Great setup, dude.
Mate, yeah, no, it's the boys have done well.
Yeah,
I
it's all
can't
of it.
take too much credit. I got to admit it.
Yeah.
I left it to the marketing boys.
Yeah.
And I just rocked up basically.
It's come together well.
It
A
has.
lot more than I
It
expected.
has.
There's like things for the kids,
Yeah.
there's band, there's food.
There's Sammy
I can
Oils.
smell it. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Can
good.
sort of drive.
Like, yeah, well, I mean, how does
I
that
take them off and they're sweet. We're on.
Throttle control's not as good,
Let's just go roll it now, eh, shall we?
for sure. Beer O'Clock 4:30. First up.
4:30. That close to the last bloke, eh? Alrighty, it's time. It's Beer O'Clock Hill time. Now, I'm going kind of first. I think after the owner of the park's son's going. Now, this is a very notorious track. It's super steep. Everyone's near the campsite who can watch, so it's a good little viewing area. I'll hopefully just get up there first go. I don't even have my tyres down, pressures or nothing. And then I can pull up and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Or slide halfway down the hill, roll it, get the winch out, get the max track, all bad. Who put that there? Fucking hill in the way. Let's go. Oh, we got close. One more. No good? His idea was that, it's like to go faster you'll get up. I was worse. I was here tomorrow. I ain't getting up that.
I reckon the kicky was the fact that you kicked that left axle out of the car. I think you might be right, mate.
A few moments later.
We pulled up today next to a car I have not seen before. So I thought we'd have a close look. This is Billy, and it's one of its first outings. It looks bloody fresh.
It is fresh, but on and off for a year.
So it's actually a car Toyota build, but you've done something different at the back there. So tell us a bit about it. What is it?
It's a 73 series. So
73, right.
Mid-wheelbase,
Yep.
1985.
Can't say I've seen one. They're short, no. But they make them shorter, you reckon?
They do.
They do a shorter version
They do.
of this, yeah.
Another 280 mil.
So what year is it?
85.
85. So 1985. You've done a bit of restoration on it.
Yep.
And you were saying you were telling me earlier there was a full like fiberglass back on it. Basically like a wagon setup, yeah.
Usually it comes back. I've still got that.
Yep.
But that was a damaged roof,
So that's why you had the idea to kind of cut it
back.
Cut it off because it was damaged, yeah.
And there were obviously rear seats.
And it's got a 12 HT motor.
That's it.
Is that what it came out with from factory?
Not in these. No,
Not in these,
no.
yeah.
No, they were from a 60 series.
Yep. So they're like let's have a look under the bonnet because they're a mechanical injection diesel, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
Yep. And Billy was saying this has been, what, 6 years in the making? That's a long time.
It certainly is.
That's crazy. Look at that. She jams in there.
It is jammed.
So they're like a mechanical injected 6-cylinder turbo factory bloody doobie whatsy.
But the 2H was very similar.
Yeah,
to
is
this.
that what was
and
in
they were in the 75s.
Right, yeah.
Which is the same chassis, same front, you know.
So it kind of just bolted in almost.
Mover engine mount.
Yeah, no, it was
One mount.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like it's a good size for four-wheel driving.
It
Not
is
too big.
fun. Downhill,
Yeah.
you know, is a bit
See how a bit sketchy.
But, yeah, it's good.
No,
It's
awesome.
good.
Well, thanks for
And
giving
we're
us a
still
look,
trying to
eh?
set it all out yet, though. you
Yeah,
know.
yep.
And I don't know really what to do with
Yep.
all the suspension and and all
Well, that's
that
it.
yet.
It is sort of
it'll
its
take a
first
year
outing
or
of the
so.
shed, you were saying. So
Yeah.
give it a run and see how it goes. No, awesome. Well, thanks for giving us a look, dude. I'm keen to stay on the tracks tomorrow.
Yeah.
Morning! Fresh as a daisy. No, I'm never drinking again. This morning is a little bit of a schedule, but first up, for some reason, is the drags. I have to go and have a look. Apparently it's like an uphill drag, so it's very off-roady. Go check that out, do a run, break something, and then this afternoon there is a tour from the owner of the park, so I'll go check out the place, do some tracks along the way, just enjoy some wheeling. So that's the plan today. You blokes came from bloody miles away, didn't you?
Marundi, mate.
Where's that?
New South Wales. Near Tamworth.
How long did it take to get here?
About 6.5 hours.
Woo! Bloody committed. This is the drags behind us. Have you gone up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, races. I'll race if you want.
Yeah, I'll lose.
No, you won't.
Low range or high range, you reckon?
Oh, low third, for sure.
Low third?
Yeah. Second gear, high range, mate, 80 k's.
I'll break something. Too much torque with low range. Alrighty, we've just pulled up to the drag strip here, and it's less of a case of how fast your car can go, and it's more of a case of how much can the thing hold together. It's pretty rough, it's uphill, and it's definitely a four-wheel drive drag. So, I don't know, there's like a little corner and then it gets rough as shit. So I might just do like a little half drag and then just save the car from then on, because this thing is so heavy at the front. I can already know the front is going to be bouncing around. I've got hydro bumps in there which helps me a little bit, but the weight distribution is just all wrong. But also on that note, I'm running Superior's adjustable remote resi shocks, and I clicked them up real stiff, so hopefully it helps take a bit of that brunt. You smooth them out a bit for the road drive, and when you come off road like this, clicking them up to something stiff makes a massive difference. 3. Alright, there's this bloody Porsche that came out of nowhere. Hasn't been wheeling all weekend, it just flogged it up this hill. It's auto, so they've put me up against that. We'll see what happens. Alright, I just about retired the LPL. That's 3 runs. I feel like I'm gonna break something. The Porsche, it's gotta be one of the quickest ones here, but there's like, every bloke with his LS is like, come on, let's race it. But this afternoon, oh, what's time now? There is a tour happening of the park, so we'll go check that out, because this place is 700 acres. So I wanna check out all the different tracks that are here, and yeah, try and keep the car on all 4 wheels. So I don't wanna roll. Should we roll it? Bit of content. Good content. Good content. Alright, in the nick of time, we just tagged on the back of the tour. So this is with Tyler. He's the son of the owner of this park. So there's a bit of a crew. There's probably only like 10 cars, maybe max. So depending on everyone's ability, we might do some harder tracks or just have a look around. But he's on channel to tell us some stuff, I think. Am I on the right channel, Tyler?
Yeah, mate.
Sweet. There we go. Let's have a look-see. This is a waterfall. Tyler's saying it flows during, when it rains obviously, but you can actually drive it. There's a car there at the moment. That's sick, they let people just drive up anything.